Hey all, this is Dave. Welcome to Dave's Tech Way. Today we're going to be taking a look at a case. It's the Cooler Master HAF XB EVO. We're going to kind of break it down, and show you what all this land box / open test bed case has to offer. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoy. Like I said in the intro, today we're going to be looking at a case. It's the Cooler Master HAF, which stands for high airflow. This is going to be, it is the XB EVO, I'm assuming is the way they say that. And it is a land box. It's a enclosed case. It also doubles as a open air tech bench if you need something like that, which is one of the reasons why I bought it. The open tech bench is going to come in handy whenever I get into doing benchmarking and whatnot of multiple video cards. It's going to be easier to swap them in and out than it is a regular tower case. As you can tell, it is a cube form factor. It ain't your regular stand-up tower case. It is compartmentalized. It does have a lower section and a higher section of it. The bottom section is more or less just your PSU, your hard drive, your SSDs, and the top part, it's basically got all the important stuff, your motherboard, your RAM, your CPU, all that will be up there on top of the motherboard with it. And we're just going to go through some of the features of it today and see if this is something that would fit your needs. Another reason why I bought it is because it comes with two hot swappable bays that fits 3.5 inch, or it's got the screw holes for 2.5 inch for like your SSDs or your laptop drives, which comes in handy for what I do on a day-to-day basis here in the shop. There we go. You do have two 5¼ inch bays over here on this side. We do have two USB 3s. We do have the audio and mic input and output. We have a reset button and power button, and this is a grill with two 120 included millimeter fans in behind it, which I'll show you taking the face off here a little bit. I take this whole front cover off. Alright guys, we're going to take a look at the bottom of the case here now. And we're going to see what all the bottom has, which ain't going to be a whole lot of anything. You got 4 little rubber feet, one on each corner. You do have a filter for your power supply. That way it keeps the air that your power supply is sucking in is nice and clean. It's easy to get to, be easy for cleaning, but you should clean quite frequently. You do have some holes here, which if you know anything about Cooler Master HAF cases, they were made to be stackable. I believe them was just to run your power cords from one case to the next, to keep them a little bit neater if you're going to stack them. As you can see down here, you do have quite a few tie downs for your wire management in the bottom of it. Since it is a cube case, all your wire management will be done in the bottom of it on the inside instead of on the back side of it. And turn it around here to the side. You have handles on both sides for easy lifting. It's a land box. You got some ventilation on the side. Ain't a whole lot to the sides. Both sides are exactly the same on this. On the back side of it here, you have a spot for 120 millimeter fan for your top. There's your motherboard cutout for your IOs. Those are your 7 expansion slots for your full-size ATX, which is another reason why I went with this case. They got a lot of cases like this, but they're made for micro ATX boards only, which kind of limits what I can do as far as testing video cards and whatnot. So I wanted something that would accept an ATX board. There's your bracket for your power supply. You have two fans down here for 80 millimeter fans if you want to put some extra cooling in your bottom compartment. Let's take the side panels off here and we'll get into the good stuff of it. And you can also take the top off of it. It comes off. Which once I get it off, I'll show you what the top looks like. The top's right there. You do have a mesh on top. You do have a spot for a 200 millimeter fan if you want some extra coolant for the top components, which I probably won't be using that, but it it's nice to know. And take all 3 side panels off of it. That's how it becomes an open air tech bench, which is part of the reason why I bought it. Unlike your normal cases, your regular tower cases, you usually have one side that has one big opening and then the other side is for your cable management. This is a cube case. It's a little bit different than that. Here is your slots for your 3 hard drives, 3 2.5 inch drives, or 3 3.5 inch drives, which there should be a plate in this box here with the accessories. Let's see here, the box is empty. See what all comes in the accessories while we're here. We got some zip ties. Looks like they gave you a speaker and all the screws and standoffs needed for working inside the case. That's pretty typical. They gave you two sets of these rails. That's for putting 3.5 inch drives in your caddy down here. They gave you 2 of those. And they gave you this adapter plate to go from 3.5 to 2.5 inch for your SSDs and whatnot, for you can mount SSD in these. And actually, I think I was wrong. I think this only accepts 2 hard drives, not 3 like I said in the beginning. But I'll take a closer look at that and let you guys know. I'll put it in writing at the bottom or something. Right there's where your hard drives go. Now these things don't come with a whole lot of storage. You know, they are made to be somewhat mobile, so they try to keep the weight down on them for you. And nowadays, with as big as hard drives and SSDs we're getting, you really don't need more than 2. Here's your locking devices and unlocking devices for your 5.25 inch bay add-in cards. Over here on the other side, there ain't a whole lot to say on this side. There's where your hot swap bays go into the computer board there. That way, whenever you slide your hard drives into, they'll make connection. You just hook these up. That way, you don't have to get in the system every time you want to hook up a hard drive just for testing or to get information off of. You just pop it in there, slide it back. It connects in. These wires here. You run let me see here. You run that cable to your power. And let's see if I can get you a better view of that. And you have 2 SATA ports here that you run to your motherboard. That way you don't have to reconnect the wires every time you change out them hard drives and them hot swap bays. Another reason I like this case. There we go. Pretty tight from the factory. Probably wouldn't hurt to have a screwdriver to remove those. It is one of the few cases left. It used to be pretty common for this, but anymore it ain't very common for you to have a removable motherboard tray out of the back of the case, which can be nice. Comes in pretty handy from time to time. Let's get you a view down here. There you go, looking on the inside. Here's all your power cable, your USB 3, your front port headers, everything like that. There's your 2 included 120mm cooler master fans, which I will be leaving them fans in and using those. They'll be quite accurate. You know, they'll be enough for this case. Like I say, it is compartmentalized, so I don't have to worry about the power supply or your hard drives, because they all go down here in the bottom. I may add 2 80mm fans in the back for that bottom. Maybe. We'll see what kind of temps I get. To take off that front case, the front face of it, you have little clips here. Maybe. There we go. There's what it looks like with the front bezel off, guys. And like I say, you know, those are your 2 120mm fans come included. You know, swappable bays. Now, there ain't a whole lot to say about the case with the cover off of it. Like I say, if you're going to switch these fans out, you need to get in here. That'd be about the only reason I see. Or for cleaning, you know, to take it off and blow your air out. That's one thing I wish they would have done. I'm not very impressed with, is the way that they got this front mesh, because you're going to be pouring a lot of air in through here. So that front mesh is going to be getting awful clogged with dust. Ain't very good. You'll have to take the whole front off like this to be able to get in there and get that dust out of that filter. I don't like that. They should have made that removable. It's a pretty thick piece of plastic. It ain't metal, it's plastic. That's pretty good build quality to it. The case seems to be pretty sturdy. You know, the rest of it is a metal case. And it just clips back in. And like I said, guys, with the side panels off, it is an open air test bench, which makes it easier for me to get in and out of, swap out my graphics card when I get into benchmarking the graphics card. But yeah, guys, that's pretty well the overview of it. And the hot swappable bays is something that I needed for my day-to-day use. I do a lot of data transfer, a lot of recovery of data here in the shop, so that's going to help me out a lot. And yes, guys, I will be having a build video in this case. Like I said, I did buy it for my personal use, so I will be swapping my ports out of my how to build a computer video and putting them into this for my personal use, for my day-to-day use. I hope you found something useful in this video. I hope you like what you seen. I hope this video ain't running too long. But that is the overview and review of the Cooler Master HAF XB EVO. Boy, ain't that hell of a name for a case. I don't know. But, you know, that's what they call it, so that's what it is. Don't forget to hit that like button on this video if you like what you saw. Hit the dislike button if you didn't like it. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this case is something that would fit your needs. I believe this case is going to be something, you're going to have to be a unique user to need something like this case. It ain't a case made for everyday use or for, you know, everybody that's out there looking for a case. I'll put up a little slide here of the dimensions of it and whatnot if you are looking to buy one. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. If you like what you've seen here today and you want to see more, you want to be notified when I put out new videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until the next time, you guys be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.